Ahoy mateys, welcome back. Welcome back to my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. I don't know what happened to my thing. I don't know what happened on my microphone, but maybe sometimes you know, I gotta unhook. Or I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, honestly. But I'm here now. I'm here now. Let me see if it... Yeah, yay. Volume's working. Yippee-I-O-Ki-A. Well, since I was on mute the whole time, I'm just basically my cup is filled. On the recipient side, I am able to receive what is mine. I'm in full effect. That's what it is. Okay. On the doing side, Five of Wands. I think this is getting help from my friends, my right crew. The doing side. They're just like celebrating me so hard that I felt the love. It mended my auric fields. It enhanced them. And so, let me see here. Yeah, that's true. Okay, doing side. It's also the awareness of possible layers of conflicts of interest. When you get in deep into the occult, some things are just undeniable, and those things are kind of hard to explain. They become more difficult to explain to those that choose to be very dim about the subject. So that's all as I got to say about that. Definitely. But isn't that the case for anything, really? So give me a second. I need to put my stuff together. My hair didn't dry as properly, so I'm just gonna do what it tells me to do. Do this, please. Anyway, things are getting mended around the house, and I am quite pleased with that because I am a part of its mending. Now I have to find a hair thingy. Okay, this is it for this? Yes. Okay, give me a second. I have one more hair thingy to go. This is perfect. It's perfect. Okay, look at that. Braids. All right. I did well. My domestic affairs went down well today, I'd have to say. All right, so there's that. Okay, that was the prefix. This is part 2, because part 1 fell into the mute zone, and I think that's why I'm having to be a little bit more selfish these days, anyway. And noticing that there's, you know, I even got the heads up solo before I even walked out the door. Before I, you know, it's just, this has got to be By&For myself. This is the Sun card representing, and so I got to speak to my own. Hopefully, I'm sure that others can relate. I'm already starting to get psychic attacks. What the fuck? People are so crazy jealous and sad with themselves. I would just say that they're sad. They're just sad. Yeah. Let's just call it what it is. People are just sad. Thank you for confirming. The Queen. Multiple streamers are getting muted. It's a bug or something. Oh shoot. Are you are you addicted to streams? Is that what you're telling me? I mean, how do you know? Unless you're a streamer yourself, or feed off of them. No, I mean seriously. How do you, how do you know? Do you go on lives a lot? Oh, you have friends that are streamers. That's weird. Oh, it could be the you-know-who's for sure. You watch a lot of them. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so, yeah, I feel like I have to be selfish these days. Did you, I'm not gonna get too hung up on the numbers, but I've been bringing just a little bit more to the plate. Or, you know, just being consistent about showing up however I am and bettering each day than the previous. And I'm not looking for any pats on the back, but I know I do I know I do something in this world. I know I do a lot more than something. So I don't know why my head count was 30 when I see other people immediately duplicating my even my verbiage, not like just some I know authentically receive simultaneous downloads or downloads right after or whatever, but like straight up what do you call it, plagiarism in every single way possible. I just don't understand when they have like thousands of viewers, hundreds of likes, tens of thousands of viewers even, and I just don't understand. So I'm not gonna get all catty like that. Obviously, I meant for a very specific crew, and any duplications or deviations of the messaging are this may sound very Bill Burrish, but and very like curt about this, but it's for a watered down collective. I know how much effort I bring into the table, and I know that my collective, my true collective, are for the strong ones, you know, the ones that really bring it. Now, so anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm gonna represent for myself on this one. Yeah, I gotta hold some for my own. Stop being so generous to an open crowd, you know? It's like once you set the bar, people devalue you from there. So it's like it feels like every day living under those conditions, it's living every day by negotiations. And so I'm just gonna free myself a bit on that note. Numbers do not make sense here. Yeah, on YouTube. You've tested multiple devices and stream. Oh, you stream too. Okay, cool. And it will just show one person. Yeah, it's so being that my crowd just grew maybe about double in the past month after doing this for 6 years, I've grown to the likings of someone. But even more so, this is just a little chatting session of truth serum. They gave it to me, the Most High. Anyway, even with my numbers growing, what I see on my feed are like people, like girls are like just like, you know what I mean, like, and then they're like, woo, you know, like it's they get those type of shots that are just like you know, clickbait. Yeah, and it's like, okay, so that's what you guys are looking for in the numbers. I mean, I don't know if they're trying to brainwash us streamers into giving all that we've got. Like, what will they do on camera? And I don't know. I mean, the only reason I haven't done any pull tricks is because I'm kind of rusty on them, and I never really committed to all of that stuff as much, even though they're fun. I just don't have the setup really for it, you know. So anyway, I'm still getting all situated. Yeah, see, even you put a pussycat laughing. Seriously, you know what's up. But like it's all you. Okay, so like, you know how they're like, oh, amazing humans, superhumans, and it's supposed to be like, you know, Olympian type of stuff where the people are lifting a car and all of that, but then the visual for it is somebody that's, you know, just like, you know, just like, I don't know, just like raunchy, like, I don't know. It's I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. It's like so I'm tempted to just do a little spoof on that, or just I don't know. This is a new realm for me, you know. It's life just be life and like that, you know. So I don't. It's weird. It's weird. It's like, okay, let me throw you a few crumbs, but let me give you a hint of what we would like to see. What we'd like to see in your portfolio. I'd like to see more of your portfolio, you know? And but that's how I don't know what guy streamers are seeing on their end. Maybe like cat fights between other, you know, people within their field, or what is the guy's version of, you know, the brainwashing techniques of like, oh, we'll give you more of a head count if you give me more of this content, you know? I don't know. Anyway, on the left side, 3 of Wands. Give me a second. Did I set this up correctly now? Let me see over here. I'm checking, looking at stuff here. Who can comment? Anyone? Fuck no. Subscribers. Subscribers. How did this happen? Who did this? Fuck this. Let me. I need to fix something. I need to fix the settings. Only subscribers can speak here. Oh wait, I already did have it. Fantastic. It didn't show me that when I put it on the edit portion. Edit settings. Mobile. Public. Da-da-da-da-da. These playlists. I have to get this straight. I have to protect myself and my assets. Oh, help me. Just kidding. Help me protect my assets. All right, I think we're good. We're good. We're safe. Okay. But first, I have to put on my lipstick. I wouldn't want anybody to disown me. Just kidding. Ugh. This is... this is tricky because it's broken. You see? It's coming out. Anyway. Oh, there it goes. It's going. The back. It's making me saliva. You know, when you're international and you forget certain words like drooling, you come up with words like saliva-ing. I learned that as a youngin'. I didn't make that up. That's just something I learned over time. Holy smokes, there's more. Mm. Mm-mm. I like lipstick. It makes me look mean. I have to protect myself. Okay. Okay. Protect yourself through the power of what is that? Pretty privilege. I only have pretty privilege with gel. Just kidding. What a horrible affirmation is that? Shame on you. All right. Yes, I love dark, rich colors. Okay. Ah! Sorry, gross. All right, on the left side, I have 3 of Wands. You know, that conversation should have pulled in more. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I'm sorrowful. Life is a mystery on YouTube. Just kidding. Any platform, really. Like, I just don't understand. Do I need to bust a move? Is that what I need to do? I think that's what I'm gonna do. The only way you're gonna see me dance is through Patreon. Yes. Just kidding. I'm like 50 years so more head counts to 1,000, and then I have to get more viewers to be able to make $5 to make $5 on here. Just kidding. I'm open to donations. All right, back. Okay. Let's move away from the shameless upcoming plugs. 3 of Wands. The recipient side. Something's coming. It's inevitably coming. I see it coming. I feel it coming. I'm motioning it. I'm here. That's what's happening. Test it out. Have you tried it out? Let's do it together. Let's do a collaboration. I'm sure we could pump them up. we could get our numbers up. We'll do it. Okay. I need to calm down. I cannot BFF anyone right now. It's making me nauseous. I think it seriously is. Okay. Anyway, on the right side, the Chariot card in reversal. That's the doing side. What the heck does that mean? Oh, you know what they're saying? Stop, collaborate, and possibly listen. No, I don't know. But this is a stop. This is a pause. You know what? I think this is on the pinnacle. Oh, you got banned by a religious group? Shame on you. What were you doing? Send me the link. I want to see what that crying cat can do. Okay, stop. We're gonna stop right now. Stop. I wonder what it was, though. Banned. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, the only wild thing that I have out there that's mine under a different name is some of that, a little bit of it, like a smidgen of it, but that's I don't know. That's I haven't added to that since I basically left. So it's been run dry for quite a while. I experimented with a certain project that I was going to be doing, but like people, like, how do I say it? You have to bark up several trees in order to be able to bark up the wrong ones as well. You know? You see what I'm saying here? So anyway, here, this back to here. Ah! Talk too much. Talk too much. All right, gifts unlocked by and for To the Inner Wild. Season 2, episode 19, part 2. Happy-go-lucky, inevitable times ahead. So, it's coming through. It's coming through. I'm right now just like, I'm holding steady. I'm sitting pretty with my braid. My Beyonce whippet braid. And I'm parked. I'm parked. I'm just watching, just looking at everything, looking at the scope of everything. So this is like, I can breathe. I got here. And it's calm. I don't have to deal with, like, you know, too much of everybody's noise. Because nobody else is here with me. Like, it's quiet. Do you see anybody else here with me? I don't think so. Maybe it was a carpool. Maybe it was a caravan. You know, maybe there's other stuff outside of the picture. Who the frig knows? All I know is that I'm here. This is where I'm pictured. Like, you know, your death moment. It's singular, and it's snapshots, in its scope. And so if we all experience that in death, then why can't we experience that during our waking hour in life when we're about to transition to something else? So that's kind of what I'm seeing here, you know. So it's good. I feel like it. Okay. Oh, Kerman, were you trying to say that, like, your clickbait energy, or your clickbait brainwashing feed was relative to friends with alcohol to boost your popularity and head count? Is that how it goes? Thank you for all the hearts. Oh my goodness. You must be a gamer. You must be a gamer with all those clicks. Anyway, all right, so these are just the energy cards. What the heck? We'll get to Segue. This is the headers, though. Headers. Segue. Segue with these. Segue. What's happening in this world? You know, since I know about energy transference and how to do it, I wonder if the people, this is just my theory. Okay, before I get into the segue of things, I just want to check. Is it topic to talk about? Let me see, is it safe? There's only a teeny bitsy, it's a bitsy no, but dominantly yes. Okay, so I have the approval from my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight. Yes. Okay, so since I know about energy transference, whether it's mutual or not, that's how you can tell, you know, someone's intentions and energies, if they're really there or not, or, you know, just in a variety of ways. So I wonder if the people with big head counts, you know, big numbers, are people that are energetic whores. You know what I mean? Like, if they're, You know, that's what I'm feeling like. I feel like that's what it is. If it's not in real life in person, I feel like because people are so, I don't know, like, especially when I see the females, they're like, how do I present myself like other females? Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me see if I can present accordingly. Let me see here. Let me see if I can present myself accordingly. Fuck. Okay. So, I don't even fucking know. Do I have a stain on my shirt? Look, I have stains, spots. Look at that. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. But I don't know how they do it. How do they present themselves, especially when they do ASMR? They how do they do it? Let me see. And they're doing their cards, and they're like, and they have their nails done, and they're like, hold on, I don't even know how to be like seductive. Give me a second. Whew, okay, how do they do it? What do they do? I don't even know. God, I feel like the more I try to be seductive, the less it just... Tina, can you just rewind it for a second? But seriously, people are like, they have like all their lights set up, and they're like, I don't even know how they do it. I don't even know. I don't understand it. What do they do? I'll pay attention, and then I'll work my way into the next reading like that. Of course, I'll have to have full-on makeup, and I'll basically have to lick the screen. Fuck. You know, that's how it goes. What? Oh yeah, they do have, they definitely have backdoor access for sure. Yeah, they definitely do have a crew. I'm seeing it in real life at psychic events. They look like a cult, like the people that are in the workshop, like conferences, the scheduled appointments. Like this faker is talking about shit that I could read in, I don't know, like I could Google this shit up. Are you serious? And I could be like new at, I could be an intern at doing whatever this is. You know what I mean? Like it's so generic, and it's not inspirational, and but yet like they have a crowd that, you know, that fills the seats. Oh yes, yes. It's, I don't understand it. It's like, I'm glad I didn't pay for this ticket, or I'm glad somebody else paid for this ticket. I don't remember. Anyway, but yeah, I know that there are certain ones, like, I understand that this is, not only does it give me room or whatever, but it does give me a more attractive appearance according to the coloring of, and like, you know, you can't really see too much. That's why it doesn't bother me. It makes me feel more pretty. But when I have it like in my face, the camera up, like the one that's more detailed up in my face, like, see, this isn't too bad, but it's the detailed camera, dude, you could tell I didn't brush my teeth or something. You can tell that I need a floss or something. That's so I understand that. Okay, of course, I would like to appear the most attractive that I can possibly without trying too hard. Yes, of course, I'd like to. I'm not shameful in admitting that. Like, I'm not shameful in admitting that I don't behave the same when all details appear. I'm not shameful admitting that I'm more shameful in broader lighting as of now. Like, you know, Currently, that's my new challenge. But isn't everybody? And so I know that behind the scenes, if I was more like, like, you know, more willing to know my role and move along with the crowd, that I would likely have a lot more viewers. I mean, a lot more of a head count. But in the meantime, this is what I got. But, you know, there's, you know, a start for everything. And people know those who are nice to me, those who are most helpful to me, are receive blessings in return. So they're rewarded for their best behavior. And so, you never know. I might not have to give in to the back door policy in order to quadruple, quintuple, centuple my ratings, you know? I might not have to. Oh, thank you for all of these 20 minutes plus subscribers. Appreciate you. If you are mean, those that are naturally mean get more acceptance. I do not get that. I can't be naturally mean. It takes work on me. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm mean in a very strategic way. I'm mean where I need to be mean. That's probably why I get something. Just kidding. I'm more valuable than that. Goodness, all those hearts. Yee! It's not even Valentine's Day. This is my Valentine's Day every time I stream. Just kidding. All right, okay. Gosh, we need to get into this segue. It's already been 32 minutes. Okay. All right, segue. Give me a segue. We got it. We're moving right along. Oh, we are. Chariot and King of Wands in reverse. Look, I have stolen the heart and the giddy-up of the player. Hold on, let me just make sure. Are you a player? It is a player. Okay. A player is coming through. Oh my god, it's a player. Okay. What are your intentions, sir? Okay. So it's not one of the worst players. This player just wants to have a good time. Don't they all? But this is not like the player that I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna screw you over. I'm gonna what are the sayings? I'm gonna toot it and boot it. I'm trying to find a mean saying. What's another saying? I can't remember. I'm gonna wham bam and say no thank you anymore, ma'am. I don't know. I forgot. I'm no longer around a lot of dickwads. So I just know that this one is like, hey. Hey. I don't know. I mean, like, a player is fun. It is. They are fun. So maybe that this player is just like they enjoy the fun with me, but they're not. Let me see here. This is funny. Um, 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 so this is the player that's like, I heard like a little dialogue almost, or monologue in my head. I'm almost forgetting it right now. What is it? Hey, you want to hang out? Maybe, you know, have some fun. Maybe do things. We can have fun. Definitely we can have fun. But maybe we can do things. That's what, I don't know. Let me get a little bit more on that. This is an energy that's like open, but they're not gonna penalize me for saying no. You know? It's definitely a party goer, a party thrower, and what is this, upright or in reversal? 10 of Cups in reverse. Well, I'm just gonna say what they said. They know that I have it within me to bring in fulfillment. Like, that's what I embody. That's who I am. Even when I walk the left-hand path, that inevitably that's what I'm all about, because it landed where my foot was, you know, my left foot. Okay. Good times. They understand I'm good times. I think I've summoned them. Come to me. Just kidding. That's not what I'm going for. Okay. Knight of Swords. Oh my God, I brought him in quickly. What the heck? Manifestation is coming through. Manifestation. I'm telling you. Don't worry, my dear. We're on the way. The night is still young. It's not even 1 a.m. Holy crap. Okay. I don't know. The weird thing about this, okay, is that I'm not bougie, okay? I may come off as bougie, but I just... I think I've talked enough about my identity, like how I am. The prove it portions of me not being bougie, really. I may have particular tastes, but where am I going with this? Fuck. Oh, so when someone asks me out, maybe I think it's just my age range, and I think it's not just a thing for females, but also males within my age range that, like, but especially females, okay? And definitely I can speak for myself on this. When somebody asks me out, it's got to be more than, like, being wined and dined, you know? I have my own thing going on. I'm looking to stabilize in certain arenas, so I'm looking for something that's more substantial. Not necessarily super serious. I'm just looking for something that's authentically substantial, where we're not working on scripts of how things are supposed to be, how you're supposed to swoon somebody, and so it doesn't really cut it for me when someone's pickup line, their classy pickup line is to take me out to dinner, take me out to lunch, take me out to dinner, you know, like honestly, if that's like the first 5-minute intro, I can eat on my own. I don't, to go out of my way to spend time with another energy, I just, I'm not that hungry, you know, to, I don't know how that's supposed to appeal to me. Honestly, like, it's so confusing when, if somebody asks me, like, it's supposed to be a huge one-up to take me out for a meal. Like, what the fuck is that? Honestly, I'm just being honest. It doesn't make sense to me. You have been here for a while already, Earth to Cam. This is the first time I've seen you talk. But I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like, maybe I've been in the business world long enough to know that food is a common thing. Like, it's almost an everyday thing, sometimes multiple times a day. So I already know what work it takes, like how much work it takes to get a meal inclusion in that head count. And I'm not interested in giving up some of my time just to have a bite to eat, to get to know some random person. I know some may call that bougie, but at the same time, I was planning on eating anyway. I wasn't struggling to get something to eat today. I know pantries in my area. I've been there before, you know. So I don't know if that's really, you know, I don't know. Like, I don't know what I expect out of people, but I expect a lot more than just like a cold call. A cold call. Yes, climatry. um that's where I'm at. So I want to see what my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight want to say about first off about, oh, here, wait. I want to hear what they say about the head counts on here. Like, is that what the implications are? Am I supposed to show as much twat as possible in order to get a like? Like, is that what people are looking for nowadays on anything, even if it's just like business office? What is it? Because I realized that in the interviews that it's just fucking stupid. 10 of Swords and the Devil card. Okay. There's another two cards that fell there. 2 of Cups. Yeah, this is kind of like highly competitive, like at each other's throat, like to the death, you know, type of energies, in order to show your loyalty. 100%. Oops, a daisy. This fell face down like that, and it's accentuated this way, so it's in reversal. But this is kind of like a little bit of like a trickery hazing, so you have to be like absolutely sultry, like, oh, killer, like the days of Sports Illustrated with Elle Macpherson on the cover and Victoria's Secret models, when every single model was absolutely iconic, signature, on point. People aspired to that. That was body goals even before that became even a saying. And so just like very, very high standards. Like, you cannot forget about these energies. They are legendary. And so just very, very high standards and very like niche in its set. kind of unforgiving in deviation. Like there's a common thread between the energies. So it's in reversal extroverted, meaning that ultimately, even if you bring that to the table, it's not ultimately up to you. You cannot obsess. You can obsess over it all you want. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. That's, you don't control. You don't control the bigger, picture. And so there are other regulators, okay, that are very unforgiving, like cutthroat when it comes to that loyalty, that loyalty rewards program. Only the horn dogs. To constantly please these energies, or wouldn't it matter if it is rewarding? Yeah, so I think a lot of creators are noticing that. Definitely, like a decline in their interest, like seeing the reality of it all. But I think times are due for a change. I think I'm seeing enough, as well as other energies, like we impact each other. And there's a huge benefit in expanding what appeal is truly, and how to differentiate appeal from substantial interest. Okay, so the other two that fell over here fell like this. Okay, both are accentuated this way. Okay, so 8 of Swords in reverse and 7 of Swords in reverse, extroverted. So the other side to it is that there's, the anomalies, just like myself, that are freed from the matrix, freed from the system. But like, honestly, it's not really freed from the matrix, because this is a matrix in itself. This is like recreating, like breaking down the matrix and rebuilding another. So this is another subset of a matrix, 8 of Swords, where we free ourselves with the no bullshit clause. So we can have a melding, like pick up some stuff from this umbrella. Like, there's a natural appeal with certain energies. And I think I learned this a while ago. I saw somewhere the explanation on the beauty standards between the U.S. standards and European standards. And U.S. Standards was more fixated towards like symmetry, perfection, and perfection is symmetry. And it doesn't matter like if, I don't know, your eyes are narrow or far apart, or like there are certain features that are not as appealing per se. As long as you're symmetrical, you're considered, that's a beauty standard in the modeling realm, like by that definition. But like it's shifting to a cookie cutter version of like what, like, and I think it's to cater towards the industry of like plastic surgery and all of that. If you can get a cookie cutter thing, like a template, that you can that you find credible, and then you could duplicate that, rather than having a heavier weighted aspect in that industry, trying to sell a certain standard, like trying of beauty, when it's kind of undefinable. If you say that it's symmetrical, and or more than just symmetrical, it's supposed to be like this, then it's easier just to make money, right? So, but in European standards, what this thing was saying was that imperfections are part of what makes beauty. That makes each person beautiful. Like that's what defines who they are. Like what was it? Who has the signature feature? like they wouldn't be who they are, like as wonderful and as attractive as they are without that certain feature. Anyway, yeah, so I'm glad that things have shifted a little bit. That's what this energy is called. I I call the bullshit card. There's a dude and a girl who resembles a raptor. Oh, raptor. And she makes noises and gets and they get 500 plus viewers. Definitely. So everybody else sees it. Yeah, for a long time, I tried to even out my eyebrows, seriously. But this one, it just moves up higher. It this doesn't have enough hair on the top in order to do it. I have to position myself. I have to do more expressions too. So you know what I do sometimes? I wax off like a little bit of the hair so it can, and then I try to wax off or like a little bit over here, but then this ends up looking super funky and this one ends up looking dumbed down or like tame, you know? But I think naturally with my eyebrows, I'm just a born caricature. I don't know. So there's that. I learned not to micromanage my eyebrows, and they just do how they do, because the more I try to make it more even, it's just like, fuck it. You might as well just shave them off and just draw them on, you know? And I'm not getting anywhere with these. Yeah, trying to... That's why I don't look in the mirror for too long, because it's just... Fuck, you know? Like, trying to... Is this supposed to be like this? Is it... How do I make it more... Stupid. Yeah. Anyway, so, okay, that's for that. Oh, the dating scene. I wanted to find out what my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight say about the dating scene. What I just described, like, I was already planning on eating. Okay, thanks. Like, I do understand that people need to protect themselves because they just get those, you know, the skanks that, like, want a free drink, want a free this, want a free that. And honestly, I'm just looking, I would, what interests me is, are people who can differentiate my energy from others to be able to offer more than just like thinking that I'm satiated by figuring them out over a meal. Like, fuck, I was already trying to figure out life over my own meal, you know? I you think I want to figure you out and convey my personal life in order to see if that sets with you over one fucking meal? Like, no. Life has become more complex. You never even notice. They look perfect from here. Oh, wow. Thank you. Oh, Emperor and in reverse and Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh. Okay, so about the dating scene. My my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight says that I humble. I was like, you see, I humble big boss energies that think they've, you know, they've earned a life for themselves, and they're big boss energies, but they're they're, you know, these are advanced players, right? They just do whatever the fuck they want, you know, as they call it. They see it, they call it as they see it. And sometimes they call it the wrong way, you know? So it's like I humble them. And so they're like, oh, never mind. And then they, you know, this is like the beach ball type of thing where people like accidentally bump, what is it? Bump up on you at the beach, like playing football or beach ball or whatever, and to hit on you, and you tell them off. Basically, you give them. I mean, I don't tell people off. It's just like, no thanks. Like, but that's kind of like the sword to them. They're like, oh, never mind. I'll keep it over there. Excuse me. That's what. I mean, that's the truth. That's basically my expanded divine panel of the infinite. It's a like I call it like I see it, and it is more truthful than ever. Like, I'm not wrong in it. Why am I going to waste my time? I'm already sitting on a throne. You're asking me to go out with you so I can dirty up my knees for you? You know what I mean? Like, what? You're supposed to read between the lines on that one. Just kidding. I mean, well, not kidding, but that's, you know, the Queen of Swords is known for her throat chakra. And her dagger. Her sword. I have a lot of favorite rocks. Even plain rocks. I have boxes of regular rocks. Regular rocks. They're not even crystals, they're rocks. Anyway, okay, moving forward. Okay, so those are the Segue cards up front, and then we got kind of like muddled in conversation, and well, not muddled. We addressed some things, and so these are just like, these are inputs. Okay, so now, header cards, left, right, left, right. Okay. Passes. Yes. Okay. Left side, 4 of Swords in reverse. This is recuperation. And then 3 of Swords in reversal is no heartbreak. I dish no heartbreak. I experienced no heartbreak. Okay. 7 of Swords in reversal. This is getting a firm handle on the bullshit factor by reallocating my thoughts and interests. Like, so this is 7 of Swords in reversal, basically. No bullshit. And so I'm reallocating my focus here and there. What is regaining my health points and my focus, the ability to regain clarity in decision making, restful sleep, relaxation, meditation, my dream state on lock, and what else? Regaining assets that were either exploited, lost, stolen, etc. You know, diminished, whatever. Okay, so that's on the left side. That's good. Okay, on the right side, the doing side, like, I know what I'm here for, and I know what I'm definitely not here for. So whether I am here or in that new arena of fandom and fame and money, wealth, and, you know, like, new places, I'm off to go new places, see new people, do new things, etc. This still remains, you know, that's my bottom line. I'm not doing that, you know. So that's some peace of mind, definitely. So looking at this, I mean, this is give some love for to the By&For to the Inner Wild, Season 2, Episode 19, Part 2, Happy-Go-Lucky, Inevitable Times Ahead. So this is a good baseline, especially with what we talked about on what society expectations are on interest, appeal, and beauty standards, especially when it comes to females. The impossibilities weighed against the possibilities, especially for oneself. Okay. Then there's also the dating arena, more of the intimate factor of partnership. You know, when it comes down to introductions, I know that this narrows down the scope of who qualifies to get into like that realm with me. But like, that's the truth of the matter. Why am I going to waste my time or anybody else's time? Yeah, that's that. So moving forward, let me see, where do we move forward to? Where's the other cards? No. Oops, the header cards were supposed to be this. Okay, we'll do an overlay. We'll do an overlay on that. The traditional 1, 2, 3, or 3, 2, 1, cheese. Okay, we'll do that. Like, my life has changed so drastically in the experience of the occult realm that I cannot ignore it. I cannot pretend to ignore it or have exposure to that. So I am sure as damn not going to be with anybody or have anybody close to me that doesn't understand that realm either, or pretends not to, you know, or pretends not to, like, not to know what I do or what I'm about. Like, what is that? I've had too much background experience in that, and that's I don't know what else to say about that. Like, there's so many things in life that I don't want to settle on anyone, and I don't want anybody to settle with me, meaning that they've got to know me. They've got to learn, not just through like historic view, but like in real time. I just, why do I want to sit with somebody and tell them like, this, like, share, you know, like each individual person, share like, oh, so do you still like me? She's like kidding me. So there will be some to be determined. There will be some things that you don't, you know, see in other people until like you cross those bridges. But like, I just know how finicky the world is, and this is basically saying that I can't just like pass by you on the street and like shit like that doesn't cut it for me. No. Okay, so anyway, here we go. Yeah, definitely a tribe will stick with you regardless. Okay. So, boop, 3, 2, 1. Ah, jeez. Goodness gracious. Oh my god, this is so discerning. This is crazy. You know what my team said? They said I'm crazy pots. I don't even know what that means. But you know what this is? This is scary. These are the true header cards. They're supposed to like cover, like be the defining factors for this. Okay, this is not like a deviation of this. This is like in the background of this. Oops. Okay, so on the left side, this is Tower moment. Like, very striking, very absolute, very faded. Yeah, definitely. This is a high degree of certainty. This is explosive. It's That's interesting. It's definitely interesting. That's on the recipient side. So, there's some happy-go-lucky, inevitable times ahead. Um, I mean, these are not just heralding new times. This is a complete game changer. Like nothing like I've ever experienced before. And that also goes for those that, surround me. I mean, if I'm not the only one experiencing this, but for me, definitely, it is a very unique context comparative to what I've experienced before. So, definitely, that's one for the books. Okay, so this is like, when they have a trilogy of like major things like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, or Star Wars, it's something as epic as that. So when you start a new movie to pick up from that, it has to be something very striking, something very compelling, and that's what it feels like. The start of is something major and new, like something that was already epic before is even more stark in its definition to return to tell us more. Okay, crazy. Okay, and who would know that other than your Akashic Records girly? It's the High Priestess. She has an open book, not just a scroll, it's an open book. Like, what the frick? How many times do you see the High Priestess like sitting on her throne, with her open book, with her red pen? Like, what the? That's freaking crazy. And like locked in, like she's about to go on a roller coaster ride. You see like her seatbelt kind of thing, her seatbelt harness, like that's so crazy. This bitch is crazy. Okay, but this is that is I. I'm locked in on the doing side, and I'm actively like it's so good. I gotta write it in a diary. And it's so good that I gotta like leave that diary somewhere so it could be reposted like like revenge porn or something. You know how people do that, like, oh, it becomes like viral because it's forbidden. The sharing is forbidden. Yeah, that's it's like that. The memoirs, is that what they call it? Memoirs. For sure. Oh, thanks. It's a peaceful ride. Well, I don't know if it's a peaceful ride. It does look peaceful to me. But to have that kind of a harness with a yin yang, which is like buckle up, is uh, it could be a wild ride. I don't know. I don't know. Very interesting though. There's no pomegranates here. Well, you know what? This is like a traditionalist but also an alchemist. Okay, so hear me out. Okay, so the pomegranates here. You know those people that do natural dyes or whatever? She did that. She was a homemaker or whatever crafting person, and the pomegranates are hidden in plain sight. She dyed her dress with that. So this is this is not just like living on the wild side. The happy-go-lucky side is also can be rather tame and practical and purposeful, and it's also peaceful. Yeah. And like that is a well-versed high priestess. I am a well-versed high priestess. So this is basically saying you have to look beneath the surface. You have to, this is like rich context energy. So I'm not going to like wave my flag around parading like, oh, pomegranates, this and that, or, I'm all about this. You have to, the people that will really see it will see it, are meant to see it. Others, I'm not going to explain to them. Fuck no, It's that kind of energy. So I'm not saying that like when I meet you, whether it's casual or like a formal date, that we have to talk about like, oh, all this like crazy heavy stuff. But you can see the depth of a person, or you can choose to ignore to see it, that kind of energy. And that that's a reality check. That can be a reality check for sure. Yeah, so my angel number here is 162. All right, give me a second. I have to go pee pee. Excuse me. Wait, let me go ahead and, how do I mute this? Oh, you know what I can do? Look what I found. Does this work? Oh! No, it doesn't. Hold on, let me see. Oh, it kind of does. BRB. I'm back. Oh, wait. Is it working? Yeah, it's working. Excuse me. Getting tangled up in my oversized cardigan. Should we do a little fashion statement, or is it going to be a wrap cardigan? Are we going to restyle it? No, I don't feel like it. I think we're okay here. Excuse me. Okay. Restabilized. I want some coffee tea. My coffee, mostly tea. Here. You know, I think somebody tried to do some oogity boogities on my stuff. Like, you know what people can try to do sometimes in high magic? They try to focus. That's why, like, when you have anything on screen, especially if you're consuming something, people won't want to know what you're consuming, so they can do oogity boogities on it. Where, kind of mirror your energy by consuming the same thing, and then wishing, you know, doing some kind of spell word, whether it's wishing ill intent or trying to siphon the essence and the energies of somebody. And so sometimes what they'll do is they'll try to also, what I realized, and by the way, when I'm telling energies this, it's not for the benefit of administering more ill will to the world. This is more for educational purposes. So that that trumps the that outlook and my intent overpower the interests of anyone trying to use that to harm another. If anyone uses that for that intent, may their interests ricochet back to them. I'm not in the habit or business of sharing materials so that more people can be harmed, you know. And so I just got to speak my piece. So yeah, they'll focus on a certain like emblem that you have on your stuff and do the oogity boogities there. Because like today, dude, I felt it's not just or earlier today. Uh, Ever since I made stuff more visible, I started feeling more like just not myself. It was rather strange. Um, oh yeah, of course. So anyway, that's all that I'm saying. That's all that I'm saying. That's true. I want to see what my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight want to say about that. If I should place more scope on that. Let me see here. What did I clarify with? I'll just go with this. No, I said go with this. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Page of Wands, extroverted, in reversal. Internal. External. Yeah, they're shit starters. People who are just practicing like on the public, on other energies, like they're guinea pigs. They're looking at who else they can start shit with, you know? This is starting things up, like sparking things up. So yeah, it's on blast. Okay, both. Nine of Swords accentuated, or with the Tower inverted. Yeah, this is definitely to hurt someone. They're definitely, that is a method. They're saying, they're confirming that. I've never received positions like that. Nine of Swords, faced, like inverted with the like very intentional to focus. Like this is bullying somebody. This is like, it's I don't know how do I describe that. I would just say very unwanted energies. These are typically outcast energies. They define themselves to be like that because they heard it once, twice, upteenth time, whatever, and so they define themselves in like as the enemy, because they're cowards, really. They don't stand up for themselves. So like, if you can't beat them, join them. Okay, fuckery. So it's that type of energy. Yeah, definitely. The very exploited energy, I would say. That's the saddest part of it. The Sun. But everything is seen. Everything is seen by the right energies. I mean, this is the all-seeing eye. This is spirit seeing everything. And then issuing out like, boop, got your nose. So they have delegates like myself to convey to others and their collectives what the fuck is going on, you know? So, lots of those for sure. Mojo Jojo. So anything else? Do I need to speak on anything else on that? Do I need to add any intent to that, or was that sufficient? Okay, let's see if they say anything on that. Yeah, dude, I woke up like safely around like 1:30 yesterday. I told you, like, it was like 7 o'clock in the morning that I had taken a shower and then went to bed. And then, what was it? Yeah, about, because I had like 5.5-ish hours of sleep. Anyway, when I woke up, I think I washed a few dishes and I did a couple of things, like very, very minor, but I definitely ate some leftovers. Yeah, that was partially it. Like, I'm eating up some leftovers in the fridge, and then like, I had to clean up a few things anyway. Having to like have some leftovers, and it was just a small portion of something, and immediately my stomach felt weird. Like, I knew that there were other energies around me because I have a strong stomach. So eating like Chinese takeout food or something like that from, a couple nights ago or whatever, mm, I'm fine. I'm always fine. I can eat it cold and I'm fine. I could have it like a week and a half after and I would be busting just fine. And so my stomach was like, it was weird. Even though I didn't feel any pain, even though I didn't feel any gas, it was just like somebody around me does not vibe with that. And then all of a sudden I felt immediately sleepy. Like, I felt so fucking tired. Even after I got I had a meal. Like, I took a little nap. I had to take a couple of little naps, and I realized, fuck this. I know this is not my energy, but at least I like recouped a bit, so I can push through it and push that energy back out, And so that's what I'm saying with the consumption thing. People trying to get off in your energy, trying to find a loophole. That's one way to do it. So if you are, if my collective of populars are here, especially if they pay people to conduct those services, and there's like attitude problems or anything that you detect in the arena of bullshittery, keep an eye on that and come up with your alternatives, because you should not be paying for people to fuck you over. You know what I mean? No. So, to like play in your face. Yeah, I can I can eat pizza that hasn't been refrigerated for a while. And definitely cold, like, and then refrigerated and then cold. Yeah, all that. Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is home and hearth. This is kind of like uprooting your essence, your sense of like stability. So yeah, there are energies that are trying to, when they do that, their intent is to extricate you. Let me, can I try those shoes on? Can I try that jacket on? Without even asking you. And sometimes their ask is like, ooh, I like that jacket. Ooh, I like those shoes. Those are nice. Those shoes are nice. And you're like, oh, thank you. That open door, that welcoming. In occultist ways, it's like, okay, so they let me, closer, to that. It's just testing boundaries. That's what it is. And so ultimately, I know at this stage, and if my collective is also, if I have certain collectives within the same stage, then ultimately, like, it doesn't really hurt us. These are just things that are noticeable for higher ticket items in life. These things don't really hurt us. They may like cause some delays, some annoyances, some irritation, but it adds to the quality of our life, because we are motioned to push past it, to modify our ways, to not settle into that, like not just be complacent, like, okay, I guess this is the way it is, it's like somebody who gets injured. Let's say like somebody who plays sports, they get injured and they're out of the game for, X amount of time. They pick up another hobby along the way because they're immobile, in that realm, and they become really, really good at it. And they find more of like life is more life is broadened for them, you know and so that's what I'm saying. There's agents of change. There's like they motion us for the better, Okay. Yeah, that's all that we're saying there. So where do we say all of that? I don't even remember. I don't remember. Oh, okay. So when there's other energies that are trying to play in your face, like you're aware of it. Ultimately, they're doing themselves a lot more harm, because we have we're not only stronger, and so there's like a stronger like pushback of a ricochet to them, but we have greater protectors, greater investors in the realm that see our worth and that are willing to back us as well. So it really does hurt them a lot, a shit ton more than it, probably more than what they intended for us, because of it's like compounded interest. You're getting the attention, you're bidding on the attention and time of those that watch out for us. The bigger ticket, like the higher, the more invaluable assets of the universe. Okay, so you're gonna have to account for that. If you're trying to fuck with me and my collective in this range, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get an unforgettable lesson. That's what that is. All right, so I guess they wanted me to speak on that. That's crazy. You're crazy, but totally valid. Okay, anything else? All right, so happy-go-lucky, inevitable times ahead. They say, oh, Ace of Wands for sure. This is being pulled out of one spot into an optimal prime spot. For sure. That's crazy. Oh my god, this is so crazy. After what I just told you, what did I say that was, it's gonna hurt them a lot more than it hurts us. Anyway, it's like, this is fire in the background. There's like a huge explosion in the background, like way back, like that place that we got removed from, it's been burned down. Like how they purposefully burn down certain parts of the forest to it's to regulate and stimulate growth, basically, so the redwoods survive, but the ash provides a certain, like charcoal, it provides, I think, a certain ingredient for the soil that nourishes whatever, I don't know, something like that, but that's what that is. And there are certain parts of like the forestry where it's more of like regulating paths, so that the, like, if there's a fire in like more of a drier atmosphere, that it doesn't spread across, like it regulates the path of destruction. So there's that. Okay, so whatever the frick that is, those forces which are higher than just the human realm, the forces to be reckoned with, beyond the veil, spirit and their delegates have set fire to that bullshit behind us. There's hellfire in the background, and so moving up further and beyond, like, we're at the horizon. It's safely planted you. This is where you should be. Okay, we have saved you from that nonsense. So this is like this is very good. You know what this reminds me of? This is like Wall-E, when they save the sprout, the sprout, the sprout, to start a new world. That's what that is. A new hope. Like, not everything is mechanized and processed. This is a realm of a hope of organic substances. So then, this is kind of a bit, it's already been an hour and a half. I got stuff to do. I have 3 or 4 videos I have to catch up on. I would say 3. I could do that in one day, but I've got other stuff that I want to do. So, I think that's it for now, yeah? This is not the only thing that defines my happy-go-lucky times, but we covered a lot of content here. So, but this is, this is definitely dominantly for me. I'm gonna get, I was also talking about my collective. I feel like, was I doing too much on that, Spirit? No. I mean, the more I go back and forth about it, the more it's I'm investing in, like, oh, the, those interests. So dominantly it's no, but I get the feeling that I should break a couple out just for me on this, just because I feel like I've been talking about the inclusion of my collective, especially on that latter half, which I think is valid. But let me see here. Okay, let's go with this. All right, what you want to tell me about my happy-go-lucky inevitable times ahead? Okay. 6 of Swords in reverse and Justice. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. This is excellent. This is peacefulness. This is things being set right in every realm and walk of life. Justice. This is the High Priestess that gets to stand up and mosey on along, walk around, you know, stretch, you know, a bit, like, you know, rather than cramped up in her chair. I mean, this is like me time still. Like, this is a comfort level not being confined to the chair, but this is being able to move around with ease without always having to watch your back, because Justice is very much in link with the Judgment card, the Karma card. So this is very, very good. Okay. So when we talk about happy-go-lucky, inevitable times ahead, when you get to a certain realm of growth and in a certain concept of a glow up, like, it's not as simple. I mean, it's different, like when you're younger, and the happy-go-lucky times are just like you could do whatever, like it's easy breezy. But as you become more well versed in certain arenas and become more like highly coveted because of how you do and who you attract, energies that receive insane accolades, because they do have this impression of fame. Like, they're like, you can quote their identity like 50 years from now, and they would be known. So having that kind of attraction and interest of those energies, like, you can't be as available, as open, naturally, to others. But here it's saying that I can. There's something very firm in that. I mean, like, this is just having high standards and being, like, recognized for that. So nobody's gonna even try to fuck with you. Otherwise, da-da-da-da-da-da. But these are having, like, this is having a higher degree of protection. Like, so 8 is justice here, which came in earlier than its norm on 11 placement, like the midpoint. So this is like the beginning portion, like the front half of the deck of major arcana, and then judgment is 20. That's more than a hop, skip, and a jump away. So to have someone further along, like a representative, a BFF representative on the extreme, how do I say it? On the tail end of the journey, of a fool's journey, the rotation, the, is highly beneficial. Yeah, definitely. That's another layer of credibility, but also definitely protection. To have karma looking out for you, like justice can say their bit, they can have the books, the receipts, whatever, but karma has the other job, judgment has the other job of confirming acknowledgement of that and verifying that by means of action items, of distribution, of making it official. And so to be not just procedurally sound with that energy, but BFFing with that energy is a BFD. That's a big achievement. So yeah, they're just saying, like, I can relax. Okay, so there's that. Anything else? They said a couple, so I'll do one more for myself. What the frick? Okay. 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 All right, so first off, 2 of Swords accentuated, blocked off. 4 of Cups in reversal, inverted. 4 of Wands in reversal, accentuated. And Queen of Wands accentuated. And then the start, the commentary of like the about me bio accentuated. Okay. So happy-go-lucky times. Oh, happy-go-lucky inevitable times ahead. Okay, for me. This is putting on my blinders. Because whatever goodness occurs is really meant for me. Definitely. This is the inevitable card. It's a good choice chosen to be. Okay. So this is a huge move. For haters, they would call it a dick move. But it's, you know, their energy is like cock blocking anyway. So that's why, spiritually speaking, energetically speaking, it's a dick move to them. Yeah, it's like in your face. So Four of Wands in reversal is like it's confirming being moved to another location. Yeah. So it's by no mistake. Queen of Wands, sturdy little purdy. But this is someone highly magical, pronounced in their magic, in their knowledge, their discipline, etc. Not standing up always to, like, you know, agree to pissing contests, but it's like it's also fun times ahead. This is like a carnival, you know, right there, Ferris wheel. Maybe it's something about like Ferris Bueller's Day Off here. But this is also angelic. This is representing for the angelic realm as well. And so, like, when we talk about the Queen of Wands, we're talking also about the virility of the stem. Interesting. So this is like a double trumpet here. Two of Wands right here. It's there are plans with the power that I've been given. Definitely. Two of Wands. They're to be determined, like they have not really been announced. I just know that I hold it, and that is my staff. It's more than a scepter, it is a staff. So I get to play in the big boys league. That's what the impression is. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, this is the impression of like what I'm about, the whole deck, like what I do. Okay, my intent. Okay, so happy-go-lucky, inevitable times ahead. This is very good. Okay, so you're just saying, like, do not doubt this. It's more than just happy-go-lucky, inevitable times ahead. But that part is confirmed to, like, live in as well. Okay, cool. All right, so takeaways time. Okay, where do you start with? Okay, this is the first deck that we're doing. Okay, second. This is the second deck. Okay, whoopsie. Third. This is the third deck. And then the fourth. Fourth? Okay, so we're going to do the top bottom takeaways time now. 1:02:59 on the clock. Bottom of the deck is confirmed, whatever that is. Oh, 10 of Swords. This is assassin energy. Killer energies. Top of the deck, Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is not micromanaging. This is saying that this is like we're so good at what we do. Like this is very much on point. This is a sharpshooter basically. So much so that it comes almost naturally. Like we don't have to micromanage, like, okay, hold steady. It's none of that. Interesting. Weird. Crazy. Okay. Yeah. That's weird. I never get anything like that. We have some true assassins here, but like people who are really on point, on target with what they do. They really know how to execute well, basically. I felt like a little needle thing right there. Interesting. 1:47 a.m. Bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. It's again, what is this? There are a lot of things happening at once. Ships are coming in, a lot to kind of take in and assess, interpret. This person is standing on a barrel in between ports, or in between piers anyway. Two of Swords are here, and that's kind of strange. Like, it's trying to like trying to gain stability, and anchor oneself on something that is impossible to anchor. So you have to be very much engaged at the core and have something to stabilize on. So it's being between both realms, but also noticing that there's like a lot going on here. So clarity is needed, or clarity is in the process of being gained here on, I wouldn't even say that it's really shaky grounds, because the water kind of looks tame, flat. And the best, the most advantaged position to not trespass on other realms is to hold still wherever we're at, like in between realms, because that's where that is. I don't know if that's me or not, but that's definitely an energy present. Okay, top of the deck, no secret to the sauce is Ace of Wands. Yeah, so this is movement between, there's a lot of stuff going on, okay? Ships are coming in, they're different kinds, definitely different kinds represented here. One's a pirate ship, one is like a fishing boat kind of thing, and then, or military, and one is like a Viking ship. Like, what the heck is going on? And so this is gaining clarity in the transition between realms, you see? So energetically, a lot is happening, but this is about, the transplant is about to happen. Okay, bottom of the deck to this is Three of Swords in reverse. No heartbreak. Fantastic. On point. Top of the deck, Five of Cups, even when we have to say goodbye to other energies. Okay. Goodbye to, you know, old times, old habits, old entities, etc. Bottom of the deck to this is Ace of Wands in reversal. Let's see what happens here. Top of the deck, the Fool card in reverse. Oh, this is being transplanted. Yeah, this is the, you know, that's the Ace of Wands over here. It's being transplanted. Like, this is about to happen. So it's taking you, like, you know, this is the interim, basically. Okay. All right, 2 takeaways for my expanded divine pattern. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Shoot. 2 takeaways for my super duper refined divine collective. First one. Six of Wands. Victory. Victory. Clarified by Three of Wands in reverse. Victory is here. Not just near, it is here. It is present. So maybe like something is transpiring around you or something, or you're waiting to hear results or whatever, but it's victory. Seven of Wands in reverse. It's flooring energies that used to have the competition, like used to have the like a competitive advantage. They used to have some kind of advantage. Let me see here. Extroverted. Eight of Wands, extroverted. Yeah, so this is, there's a victory that just occurred, and you are about to hear, like, or it's about to be publicized. But perhaps it hasn't reached you formally because the victory that just happened, like, took out an opponent or somebody, like somebody off their high horse or something like that. So everything, like, has a timeliness to it. Okay. So your second takeaway. The Devil card. Is that retribution? This is from an extreme struggle. An extreme struggle. That's for some. Some, this is also a very highly attractive card. Like obsessive type of energy. This one is not covering addictions. For this portion. Clarified by. Extroverted. King of Swords, extroverted in reversal. Yeah, over the battle, there's a big liar. That lying, cheating, old, dirty, you know, good for nothing, blah blah. You know, this is someone that is well despised. They know what they're doing. They choose to do that, to do life like that. They do not give a shit. They likely partake in some kind of vice. And even though addictions were not present here, like in its context, the King of Swords in reversal, that kind of energy would not, would not admit to anything that is, you know, would weaken them. So they wouldn't define it as an addiction. It would be more like a supplement, something regulatory. So, yeah, they even lie to themselves, basically, okay? If it's someone that's highly attractive, they like classic, it would be considered like Gaston type of energy. Okay, Eight of Cups in reversal. Those are energies that are seeking a come up because they've seen that you have your glow up. So that's why they've reappeared in your energy field. Yep. Clarified by. Seven of Wands. But this is like, the funny thing about this is that you play those energies. Like, if they're persistent, okay, we'll put you on the waiting list. But the waiting list is a long. They're going to be waiting for lifetimes. This is just to put them on the back burner, like, whatever, maybe, you know, whatever, dude. That kind of energy. Like, I don't have time for this, but obviously you do. So we're just going to have you wait in this long, never-ending line. Because you know what? Even if there's new people that are to be added to that line, there's, you know, tickets that are, you know, like first class priority. So this can extend for a long ass time type of energy. It's like, don't hold your breath, that energy. Yeah, that's sad. Okay. It's so weird. What the heck? That's sad. Okay. All right. So two takeaways for my partners in peace and quiet, which includes myself. First one. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Investing in myself. That's been a big thing, and obviously a game changer as well. Knight of Cups in reversed, and just loving myself. Absolutely romanticizing energies. Like, if it makes you feel more beautiful to braid your hair, Tina. If it makes you feel like better to put on lipstick, put on lipstick. If you want to put on perfume at any given time of the day, go ahead and do that. You know, like it's seriously feeling yourself. That's definitely it. Okay. So, like, let's say when you get out of a really, really gnarly bad relationship, like it just ain't working. And I don't know if I could say it just ain't working like it used to, because I don't know what used to be. Like, I don't, it's like, that's all muddled, dude. And when you go through the extreme change of removing yourself from that life, you get to, like, the hard times make you kind of like disappear, like even before you finalize the final like part of it, you kind of disappear, like there's a deterioration, an atrophy, a physical atrophy of before the end of it. It was like a spiritual, energetic atrophy, sometimes even a physical. But like as you have the intent to pull away from that, the tendency, I can just speak for myself. The biggest part was the physical atrophy, the energetic atrophy, and so when you're not as mobile and honoring your experiences in life, or rectifying them in your experiential, like, I deserve to feel good energy, like this is a huge game changer here. You know, you gotta feel yourself. So yeah, I think in the separation, there were also some family deaths along the way too. I like, that's when I noticed that my right hip pops. Like there's a certain, like, I can only stretch so far. Well, there was a time period where my flexibility was just not there anymore. Like I could, there's definitely like a physical atrophy in that. And so I noticed that when I got to like stretching more, like when I went how do I say it? I don't know, teach myself to do the splits. That's when I noticed that that's when it would kind of unlock that hip. Like I wouldn't feel like it would stop that from popping. That was the only stretch that I noticed that would realign me, you know? And so yeah, there's that. So yeah, like I never, like I thought you only got like hip issues when you're way past retirement, you know? I thought that's the only time, like when you're experiencing osteoporosis. Not like, definitely not at my age, and not pre-retirement, not like what the fuck, you know? And so or like have some kind of injury, and it's none of the above. So I'm in a better place now. So anyway, okay, so is this the top? Okay, so clarifying this and feeling myself and investing in myself. Clarify. Oh wait, is this my super duper refined divine collect? Oh no, this is my partners in peace and quiet, which includes myself. Okay. Oopsie. Page of Pentacles again. So this is a simple turnkey to forwarding, placing that pentacle, like investing in the world. Okay, I am now fueled up. Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, fueled up, presenting oneself to the world. Like definitely. I was just thinking, oh look, presenting for sure. That's crazy. So this is like, now I can exercise my inputs in the world and be recognized for them, because like if you're not feeling good about yourself and you have something to say, it shows. It shows. So one takes away from the substance of another. And so when you're, you know, fueled up, when you're feeling right with yourself, like feeling good with yourself, investing yourself actively, or when we do, I'm well now. And so now like there's absolutely like more recognition, like bravo. Okay. Is definitely more valid coming from that space. Second takeaway is Knight of Swords. So things are moving quickly. It's like the speedway to like accounting for lost time. King of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, that page turned into a king for sure. So huge movement, vast improvement. Zero middlemen. This is definitely page to king. That's crazy. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Time for me to receive. Time for us to receive. Clarified by so this is basically yeah, making up for lost time and identifying like lost accounts, like blowing the dust off of something, like, oh, you're owed this. So yeah, this is, I'm hearing like it's our time. This is the Goonies special. Oh yeah, magician for sure. Yeah, it's time to collect back our resources. Yeah, it's definitely accounting for lost time and lost resources. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, my 3 takeaways. First one. Eight of Swords in reversal. I am freed at last. Clarified by Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Gold diggers. What the fuck are gold diggers doing in here? I'm just going to put it back in here because, like, fuck that. Is that okay, Spirit? Yes, okay. Business people upright, okay? Magician. Yay! So I take back what's mine. Crazy bitches, I swear. I don't understand, like, blows my mind. Like, they make a profession out of gold digging. Like, it's gross. Gross. Like, there's a vowel between G and R. It's gross. Okay. Clarified by the Empress in reverse. This is me. It's just being objective. Like having to constantly this is protecting myself. Okay, so I prefer to I'm just going to go ahead and enact my rights. Okay, I'm the alchemist. In all fields, I am the fucking magician. And even though I come off as the Empress, it's time to just like say, move on over, honey. Okay, let's put on this cap. Let's put on this cape. So this is just reserving the graces off to the side, because like what's going on here? This is the Hangman card in reversal. So yeah, I'm aware that the gold digger energy is a problem for everyone. Okay. I have no interest in gold digger energy. I have no there's no way that I would want to hook up anybody that anybody with a gold digger energy. I'm just there's no space in my field for gold digger energy. So this is the absolute awareness of having to like put my graces aside. And this is not doing like, you know, getting my hands dirty, but this is, you know, maybe getting a little dirt underneath my nails, you know. This is the alchemist. Like, I've got to protect myself, you know. I'm not going to declaw myself, you know what I mean? If somebody's trying to come at me, stupid. Right after I came out of something like some realm of imprisonment, like that. Okay, second takeaway. Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, I don't need to declaw myself, but my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight are ensuring that I don't have to show my claws. I don't have to what is it, like, put out my claws. I don't have to do that. Okay, they're ensuring I can, you know. That's so crazy. Yeah. All right, clarified by Queen of Pentacles. Look at the gold digger energy. What the fuck is going on? These energies are so persistent. This is like, this is their claws. They're coming out at me. Because I tried to hush them. I tried to put them in the back. I tried to, like, these are nasty, like, oh, God, what is this? What can I do about this? Like, this is a constant affliction here. So, you know what, Spirit, let's, can I kill off this energy? Like, what do you do? Like, what do you want me to do? I fight the fight is what it's saying. Like, what? Okay, and so Spirit wants me to throw down, but like, if I'm not supposed to get my hands dirty, you know what? They're gonna hurt themselves. You remember, like, there's a new movie, like, or a newish movie with Demi Moore and a newer actress, and like, the person's decaying because of like certain beauty standards or whatever. It's very much like gold digging energy type of I think it's evidence. Yeah, I think you're right about that. And so they end up harming them. themselves. I think that's what I understand it to be. Let me see here. Yeah, they do their damage on their own, because this is also a hidden witch. You know, we talked about this is like a hidden Queen of Wands. Also, this is a green, like a earth witch as well. So they do, like, all of the other stuff, like grave digging, all dirt, that kind of thing. Like they have friends at the morgue that assist in gaining like tissue samples and this and that of stuff for like spell work. So they are going to get, they're going to do themselves damage. These are just pending clues here. So let me just get another clarifier for that. The moon card, it'll manifest for sure. Let me get a clarify here. Yeah. 9 of Wands in reversal, extroverted. Yeah, don't show up to the pissing contest. They're going to reveal themselves. Like, let them do their damage. Yeah, go ahead, let them. They want to be seen. They want to manifest. Like, there's a certain realm of like notoriety, like being seen. So you're gonna be seen for something else. Like this is yeah. So that's my second takeaway. If they want to take up space, let them take up space. Yeah, let them go ahead and take up the tabloid section, whatever, they're going to take up more of the tabloid. They're doing me a favor of taking up the tabloid section than, having a pick on me for dumb shit, So, yeah, let them make the real news, the real headline, sure. The Hermit card. Go dark. Go dark. This is kind of incognito. But it's also a traveling card. 9 of Wands. That's where I show up. That's where I show up. That's master number 99, master performer, with a major and minor arcana. Oh, the deaded. The dead. Okay. So, clarified by the Tower card. Holy mackerels. They're done for. They made their decision. Now they're gonna have to lie in the whatever, the death fields. Oh my gosh, there's another 9 here. And I like, everybody gets what they're supposed to get, fit or not, or whether you throw a fit or the shoe fits, whatever. Like, here, I'm satiated, I'm happy, I'm good. The end. Oh yeah, I do personal readings. I'm sorry, there was somebody else that asked for reading. Earth Dude, I think. Sorry, I do personal readings. Yeah. If I'm doing live on the spot, it's $20, 1 question, 5 minutes. If I do it offline, it depends on what you're asking for. Am I gonna move beyond that? Or... offline readings, because it takes more to regenerate and set up and all of that, and because it's a one-on-one thing. Let me see here. It's the same range, 30. But, or you can wait until I get 1,000 subscribers, and then for the first 5 days of filming, I'm doing them, my readings half off. So it depends on what you like. And I do beyond 5 minutes, of course. That's just my starting point. Okay. Okie dokies. All right. So, message me if you're interested, or when you're interested. And that's it for now. Okay. If you would like one before I leave, catch me before I do my whole outro. Okay. All right. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, pursuits, and prospects from those that call upon cash, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, and no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollouts in light and love. I close the portals in these readings now.